Welcome to Honey and Brown.
Welcome. What do we do here?
Anime and music.
Today?
Music Corner.
Yeah, Music Corner. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Music Corner is basically me playing music for my wife, and we have deep philosophical queries about it. I don't know. But typically we do, you know, various types of music. We've been mainly going down the Michael Jackson journey, but you know, there's a few other songs I wanted you to hear by some other artists. So today is by a band I'm pretty sure you're not too familiar with, just because on your own you probably have never heard of them.
Yeah,
I played you some songs probably in the past, but the band is called Seether. They're a modern rock band. They've been around, I believe, probably like late 90s, early 2000s. They're from South Africa. And it's a band I've never really like been a huge fan of, but when I started to listen to a lot more rock music in the last maybe like, I don't know, 10 years or so. Yeah. There's a band that, like, you know, all the bands that I've been listening to, like Breaking Benjamin, I don't know, Red, Starset, you know, There's always kind of put in like the same type of realm with them, right? So they have that kind of sound to them. But this song here is it's from their last album that came out in 2020. So a lot of the album was inspired by the pandemic, and a lot of the lyrics were written in that perspective, you know, about mental health and all that stuff. But this song here, the song that's like lately I've just been listening to it quite a bit, and I really want you to hear it, and just I want to get your take on it. But anyways, thank you guys so much. If you're still around and you're watching us, you know, we appreciate it so much. But typically we kind of just jump right into the video, and then we have a pretty lengthy discussion. But today this is Seether. The song is called A Liar, and I can't pronounce the name of the album, so we'll put it up here. But yeah, let's get on to it. It's very like mellow guitar, eh? insanity there, where it's like, I can bring you here. I don't know.
So take heed of voices that conspire. Maybe walk this path alone. Keeps unraveling despite there's some burning in the fire. I'm labeled as a liar. I'm burning in the fire. I'm labeled as a liar. I'm burning in the fire. I'm labeled as a liar.
Whew, so I know rock really isn't your jam, but you know, I wanted to pick like a more soft rock song because Seether typically, Seether's pretty much of like a melodic type band. Like, they've toured lots with Breaking Benjamin, so you know, you can see a lot of the influences with each other. But I mean, I don't know. What's your opinions on this song?
Yeah, like I feel like, you know, based on who I am, I feel like rock should be my music because like I deal with so much mental issues
and like depression,
anxiety, but like I can't. I feel like all you feel inside is sad. This music is sad. The lyrics is sad. I just want to like drown. Like I can't breathe. I want to drown. And like this is like, you know, the song is so like, it's so like so down. It's so melodic, but it's just like very sad. Like it's such a sad like sound they have. And then the lyrics, it's, you know, it's like, it's kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I can't bring you here, basically. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's in the mind. Like, I can't bring you here in the chaos of your mind. And like, you know,
that's pretty deep.
yeah, and like that feeling of like, you know, you're trying to heal because there's someone else that's kind of depending on you. But like, you know, but then like the part in his mind is like, you know, he's burning. Like I feel like the pain and the anxiety, he feels like it's burning because I know that feeling. Like sometimes like, you know, it's like when anxiety is really bad, it feels like some you know, disgusting things are calling inside you, and like for him it feels like he is burning in fire. And then I think he hurt himself and like he's looking to see if like, you know, if can be healed. It's just yeah, it's like it's so like sad, and I can't, and you know, and I'm having such a hard time to like, I don't think I will listen to it by myself.
Very dark song.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna go in a rabbit hole and like feel so bad.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like I wasn't ever like a huge fan of Seether. I just kind of recently started to get into their music, maybe the last 2 or 3 years. But this last album, which again, I don't know how to pronounce it, but when I heard their last album, it just really connected with me. I don't know why. I mean, like I've always heard Seether songs. I've always liked them, but I never really truly like grasped onto it. But for some reason, this last album, I mean, a lot of it was written, you know, during the pandemic, you know, a bit of before the pandemic, but a lot of the elements and themes of the album had to do a lot with like mental health and depression and anxiety, which I guess a lot of Seether's songs deal with, because the lead singer Shaun Morgan, he's been dealing with like being an alcoholic and, you know, being dependent on drugs, and like he's, you know, he's lived that rock star life, but you know, he's had to deal with a lot of his anxiety with, you know, like with alcohol. But to me, this song, I mean, it's not straightforward, but like once you understand it, it's pretty much a straightforward song, like in my opinion. And, you know, to me, the song is straight up about mental health, and it's about suicide and anxiety. But what kind of puts a twist on it is that, you know, the song is called Liar, and you know, the last part of the chorus, he, you know, after he kind of sings the chorus, he says, but I'm labeled as a liar. Yeah, so like, you know, he says, so take heed of voices that conspire, make me walk this path alone. My sanity keeps unraveling despite this. I'm burning in the fire. I'm labeled as a liar. And to me, that last line, I'm labeled as a liar, speaks volumes on how nowadays how society views mental health and depression. That, you know, he's talking about this path he's walked alone, and you know, the pain that he is going through and the sorrow in his like soul and heart, and maybe he's calling out for people, but he's labeled as a liar. It's like, nah, you know, it's, you know, when someone says that they are feeling anxiety or depression, we typically just write it off as
That's how they always feel.
yeah, or like, you know. And he's saying like, no, like this is a real thing. Like this depression, this anxiety, this pain I feel, you know, inside of me. It's not, you know, I'm not being a liar. I'm not lying about this. I need help.
Like you can't
know?
really see it, so they think it's, you know.
And it's worse too, because I think he's also writing this in the perspective of being someone's partner, right? Because in the second verse, you know, he sings, you know, from today I will do better because I never want to feel the shame. And it's so true, because when you have anxiety and you have depression and you talk about it with people, there is a sense of shame, because it's kind of like you feel weak, or you feel like vulnerable. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, even if you have to fake it, when you wake up in the morning and you say, you know what, today I'm gonna do better, even if you don't mean it, you know, it's kind of like the state of mind of it, right? You know, the more times you fake it, it becomes a reality. But yeah, like the song is just, it's such a solemn song, and I really love this album. Like I think you would connect a lot with this album, and especially with rock music in general. I feel like rock music, and I've said it, you know, in our past rock reactions, that rock music just has a way of igniting true pain and true passion. It brings out, you know, pain, but it brings it out in a therapeutic way. Because when I listen to the song, as much as it's very, you know, much of like a solemn solace song, it's still a bit uplifting in my opinion. I don't know why. Like I feel inspired by the song, because it's, you know, when you talk about pain and you talk about your anxiety, sometimes it is the best thing to do is to talk about it, because you're letting it out. You know? Yeah,
I think I'm more in denial, and I like to only talk to you about it. I don't like to talk about it a lot. It's hard. And for them, like, you know, to sing about it, and like for you to always keep hearing, it's like there are times it's therapeutic, but there's also times that, like, you know, it's like, oh my god, like stop stabbing me already, like stop it.
Yeah, and like in the second verse too, where he says, you know, I will not let you down. I won't be cause for harm. So today I will do better, and I sure hope this can heal. It's such a telling sign. It's like, you know what? I don't want to cause you harm. I don't want to bring you into my mind. And I hope I can heal. I hope this isn't forever. And it's... Oof.
And like that part when he says, like, you know, I hope this can heal. Like that is such that is such a heartbreaking thing to say, because like that is what a lot of people with mental issues have. Like, I hope I don't feel like this every day. I hope I can get to that normal feeling. And like, you know, and it's just like, it's kind of hard. Like you can't promise, like you won't know the future, that you'll always, like, you know, that you'll stop, that you'll be able to stop feeling that way. So like when he says that, it's like, oh, that is hard to hear.
Yeah. But anyways, let's it's a dark song. It's a song that I've just been like reconnected with, because I was listening to this album quite a bit, you know.
You are more in touch with your feelings.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to heal though, right? I mean, not to deny it or hide it, you know, but
I'm in denial.
Yeah. To me, like, music's always been therapeutic, and it's like been the best kind of therapy. You know, just putting on a song and just getting lost in it. And I've been getting lost a lot in Seether lately. You know, I've been in a Seether mode, and I haven't really heard a lot of their songs. I've just kind of like went to a few of their albums, kind of pick and chose some of the songs I liked, and I put on a playlist. So if there's anyone watching that's like a Seether fan, please write in the comments what are some other good Seether songs. I like this type of sound of Seether, and the songs I've connected to off of their previous albums have been in this kind of vein, but yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, and I guess we'll see you in the next video.
See you.